Xbox? Like, can you go to Xbox jail?
Yes.
How?
Games have it and Xbox has it. It's called a con ban.
So
You drop some inappropriate,
what's inappropriate?
slurs, racial slurs. Pretty much the only one that can get you banned.
What if I'm black?
I don't know how that works.
If I'm black dude and I get banned on Facebook or on Xbox for talking to my boys. You know what I mean? It's just my lingo. It's just what I say every day. I'd be so mad. Can you get banned on Xbox? Like, can you go to Xbox jail?
Yes.
How?
Games have it and Xbox has it. It's called a con ban.
So
you drop some inappropriate,
what's inappropriate?
Slurs, racial slurs. Pretty much the only one that can get you banned.
What if I'm black?
I don't know how that works.
If I'm black dude and I get banned on Facebook or on Xbox for talking to my boys. You know what I mean? It's just my lingo. It's just what I say every day. I'd be so mad.
And there you have it in a nutshell. Slurs, racial slurs, huh? What if I'm black? You don't know how that works. But yet you work for Microsoft, right? Look, the Xbox console ban is a straight scam on the consumer. Yep. Because what it is that in order to use the Xbox One, you need to sign in online first. Microsoft is charging you for online and offline play, so you have to sign in first, and then once you sign in, then you can play. But also when you sign in, the network administrators, they have full control of the console, so you're playing for online and offline, right? And to play the digital games that you, let's say you got 50 digital games on your Xbox One, and you want to play them offline. Well, your Ethernet cable has to be connected to your Xbox One in order for you to use it. Okay, in order for you to even play it. Okay, you can't play the digital games offline. Okay, so the Xbox ban is a straight scam on the consumer, because what it is you get banned for defending yourself on Xbox. And then what the Xbox administrators do, they take what the hackers are doing to you, and then place it on you, and then let you take the downfall. Okay? When your Xbox gets banned, your Xbox One turns into a brick. Your Xbox One is an online only console, so your Xbox One turns into a brick. You cannot use it, right? It sits there, right? And then what that does, it makes your console disposable now. So now it put pressure on you to even go out now and buy you a new console so you can get back online and so you can play. Okay? And then on top of that, all those digital games and all that work that you put into all those games, it's all gone. You got to start all over again. So if you paid for 50 digital games on Xbox, you got to rebuy those games, all 50 of them. Okay? The Xbox console ban is a straight scam it's a straight scam and a monopoly on the consumer. Okay? So all this talk about we are what they say, we're family orientated. Nintendo is more family orientated than them, and people don't get banned like they would that bad on Nintendo like how they would do on Xbox. The Xbox console ban is a straight scam on the consumer. Look, I was watching I was watching CNN, MSNBC, Fox, or BBC News. One of the two, and there was a news anchor that was talking to a prosecutor. They were talking about this case. So the news anchor asked the prosecutor a question, and then the prosecutor was like, "Look, well, I mean, we can get the information off the hard drive, right? We got our own forensic team. So there's two things when it comes to your Xbox One. When it comes to your Xbox One, there's three things that's protecting you. One, that you never opened the console, that you never broke the seal, right? That's number one. Number two is the eject feature, right? Number three is the registry. Your phone has it, your laptop has it, your desktop has it, and your game consoles with your operating system has it. Your registry is like your bookstore, your library. So it keeps all the information what's going on with your Xbox. Whether you bought a new hardware or you bought a new game, a new DLC, it records it and it stores in a registry. So and you never throw away your banned Xbox console, because your evidence. It's your evidence. So if Microsoft banned you, and what they do when they ban you, they take a whole slew of things and attach it, a whole list of things, and attach it to your name, and then saying that you're doing it. But if you got your Xbox One and you never say open it, or you never install any illegal hardware or software, then that's your evidence, and plus the registry now. Your registry, it keeps all the information of the time you play, the date you play, the time you install this, the time you install that, the time you download this, the time you download that. So that's your evidence, and you never throw away your evidence when Microsoft accuse you of something, okay? Because basically they'll have to refund you all the games that you paid for and all the Xbox consoles that you ever paid for, if they're gonna ban you for something that you have never did. So never throw away your banned console, okay? Never ever do it, because your banned console is your evidence, okay? And there's three things that's protecting you. Three of them. One is the registry, because it keeps all the information. Keeps all the information that goes on with your Xbox. Two is the eject feature, and number three, that you never opened it, and that's it. You know? And that's all you need. Cause so when Xbox accuse you of something, you got your let me look this up here. It's almost there. Here we go. You got all your information, so, and you can show it to them like, look, you got the wrong person. Look, listen to this. Here's a list of the things they're gonna accuse you of. Okay, it says involvement with modded games or game types, such as mod lobbies, mod menus, mod infection, or other unauthorized modification. In order to do all that, you need to have a server. You need to have the hacking hardware or software, and you got to open your Xbox. And whenever you do anything to your Xbox, your registry now, which is in the operating system, which is on the hard drive, it keeps a record of all the stuff that that's going on with your Xbox. Okay, so you're not responsible. You're not responsible for that. The other thing they try to accuse you of is this: involvement with modified Xbox hardware. That means you got to open your Xbox, right? Which means you breaks the seal, and that means you probably modded the Xbox and stuff like that, installing new hardware and software on it. Okay, so yeah, you are protected when you don't open your Xbox, when you only use the eject feature, when the registry keeps a list of all the stuff that goes on with your console. Okay, here's the other thing: intentionally playing with someone who is using unauthorized software methods. You're not responsible for that. Why? Because when you play online, the server goes out and look for all the people to play with, and also the people that you play the people that you play against online, which the server picks out, they are not a part of your friends list. So that has nothing to do with you. And the only way the people that you play with, you can play with in a party. that's on your friends list, and they're not hackers. So you're not responsible for that. That's the network administrator who is controlling the server, who's controlling the match. Here's the other one. It says using unauthorized software to make changes to your accounts or game saves. That goes back to having a server, having the hardware, the software. So if you have never opened your Xbox or run any illegal hardware or software on it, then you're good. And then the registry now keeps a record of everything. The other one is this. It says using unauthorized software to make changes to your game accounts, unlocking achievements and prestige levels in game ranks or other content you did not actually earn. That goes back to modding. That goes back to having hardware, software. That goes back to opening the console. That goes back to having a server to do all of that. And if you have never done any of this, then this list does not apply to you. Get it? All right. Here's the other one. What it says? Unlocking achievement, prestige, and levels in game ranks or other content you didn't actually earn. That goes back to opening the console, modding it, having the hardware and software to do it. Okay. So if you have never done none of those, then this list doesn't apply to you. Here's the other one. It says repeatedly using a game glitch or voluntary gain an unfair competitive advantage. That goes back to having software, hardware, having control of the server, opening your Xbox, installing new hardware on it, stuff like that. But if you have never done any of those, then you're protected by not opening your console, the eject feature, and plus the registry. Okay, because like the prosecutor said, they can go into your DLL files and get the information that they need. It stays on the hard drive, even if you erased it. Anyway, here's the other one. Interfering or manipulating your network traffic. That doesn't apply to you. If you have never run any kind of mods or do any router tweaks and anything like that, or any server tweaks to get the best the highest performance you can out of the Xbox One console. That doesn't apply to you if you didn't open the console, if you didn't run any hardware or software on it, mod it, or have any servers. Doesn't apply to you. Okay. Here's the other one. Abusing the player reporting complaints system by filing or encouraging your friends to file false or redundant complaint. Now, the only way that can happen unless you type it in a text, or you're online talking over you're talking online and you tell your friends to do it. But if you have never done that, then you're clear. But also too, you do have the right to file a complaint if someone is mistreating you. Has an unfair advantage on you in a game. So when you look at all these lists and these criteria that they got for the Xbox for playing games online, none of this really applies to you if you have never broken the seal on the back of your Xbox, or you don't have if you don't have the server in your house and you never bought the hardware software for it. So the list that they got here, it's false. So none of this really applies to you if you have never modded your system, or if you have control of the server in your residence, or you have the software and hardware to go with it. So when it comes to the Xbox console ban, you never throw away your banned Xbox console, because that is your evidence, and you needed to show Microsoft, like, look, you got to physically prove this, that I actually did all this. You have to physically prove that I actually did that you actually did this or that. You can't just verbally say it, because verbally saying it is slander. You have to physically prove it. So you never throw away your banned Xbox console. Okay, that is your evidence. And the Xbox console ban is a straight scam and a monopoly again, because it puts pressure on you now to go out and buy a new console. Let's say you just buy an Xbox Series X. 3 weeks later you get banned, so now you got to buy a new. You got a perma ban, and now you got to buy a new console. Come up with another $600, and then you got to come up with a new email address, a new. They'll try to give you a new gamer tag name, something that you might not like, and then you got to switch it. Then they want to charge you. They want to charge you for it, and then give you a new gamer tag. The whole thing is a scam, man, and then you lose all the work that you put into all those games that you bought, and then you got to start over from scratch. So the whole thing is a monopoly and a scam, man. And never ever throw away your banned Xbox console. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Dark side. Go home. Peace.